Hey everyone, let's play some games today. I'm playing the Temple Warrior, and I've gotten up to rank 2, so things are looking up. Even though I haven't faced that many hunters today actually, which is a bit unfortunate because that's the deck's strength. I have actually beaten 2 out of 2 priests today, so I'm happy about that. Maybe against the Warlock, so definitely keeping the War Axe around. Should I keep? Yeah, I think I'll keep it, just so I have a minion, just in case. And you know what, I think I'll keep the Execute too. Because it kinda, like, there's a lot of handlocks around, and the Armor Smith can potentially be used to deal 1 damage to something and then execute it also. Let's Execute, it's just a decent card all around. Okay, so it's a Sue. So let's get out our War Axe. Even though an argument could have been made for playing the Armor Smith there, it was unlikely that he would have been able to kill it. Unless he had an Abusive Sergeant and a Lebanon. Huh. Okay, so he just life taps. Pretty slow start. Good for me. I don't have the fastest of starts either. Well, at least I have something to play here. I can buff. Oh, that's great. I can kill this one pretty easily here. Just do that. And then finish it off. And play the Acolyte. And I'll probably use the Taskmaster on the Acolyte next turn, or maybe I'll Death's Bite. You'll see. Looking pretty decent so far, I would say. Alright. He's life tapping a lot. Which sometimes is a bit scary, because I like them to run out of cards, but it doesn't look like he's running out anytime soon. But at least I can kind of keep the pressure up. Huh, so how do I do this? Do I play this? But if I play this, I can't really kill that one that easily anyway, so maybe just do this, because then I can get 3 cards out of my Acolyte. And then we do that. And, oh, Whirlwind. Whirlwind is not very good here. Instead, I think I will do this, get another armor, and... Okay, I admit that was a pretty dirty start here. That was pretty perfect against this Sue. Okay, let's see what we get next. Hopefully, we'll go just as well. I mean, Taskmasters, Armor Smiths, weapons. Yeah, triple draw from the Acolyte. No wonder he was a bit frustrated there. And it seemed like he wasn't really getting what he needed because he kept life tapping. Alright, versus a rogue. Interestingly enough, I have actually seen like I'm doing worse versus this new kind of rogue without the triple Leroy than the old version of the Miracle Rogue. But then let's see what we can do here. Coin out that, play that turn 2 maybe. Oh well, that's pretty respectable hand here, I would say. Oh, low feb, perfect. Okay. I used to win like 60% of the time versus Miracle Rogue, but this season it has been more like 50%. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we can make it work. Oh wow. Well, that's nasty. At least I have a pretty good response to it here with the Taskmaster. We're gonna have a 3-drop, 4-drop. Probably not a 5-drop unless he plays an Auctioneer in turn 5. Okay. Let's get the Harvest Column out. And see what he does. What would... Is that a backstab? Yeah, maybe it's... Oh. No. Not a backstab. Okay, so how do I do this? I think I want to clear the board. And then at the same time I can get out the money. What I'm a little scared of is Blade Flurry, which would be kind of unfortunate. But he needs both a Deadly and Blade Flurry to do that. And yeah, no, it would be bad. Hopefully he doesn't have it. Colma could be useful later on. But how do I deal with that guy? I don't really have a good way to deal with it. I'm actually tempted to play Loafer here, but I think it would be a waste. I probably really should wait. I think I need to kill it though. Let's play the Acid Drake first, see what we draw. Death's Bite. Wish I had another Taskmaster earlier, so I could just... Yeah, well, I don't. So let's get rid of that. Unfortunately, I'm losing a bit of health here, but no more triple Leroys, so it's not as big of a deal. Like, I like clearing the board every time, so they can't get a Cold Blood going. A lot of them run double Conceal. It's like they will Cold Blood, and then Conceal, and then you're just in a world of pain. That's how I've been losing versus some Miracle Rogues. Let's see. How do I want to deal with this? Do I want to... I think I want to do this, and then just kind of trade that into that. That way I don't take any more damage. I could potentially play Death's Bite on turn 7, set up for turn 8 kill. That's 18 damage here. If I can just get some damage in next turn.
This guy's toast.
Okay, looks like I can. So... Okay, I think this is the play. Get the Armor Smith out. Kill that. Get him down to 14 life, setting up for lethal next turn. As long as he doesn't heal, I'll play a Sludge Belcher. Okay, I like this. It's not certain though, because a Sludge Belcher plus a Blade Flurry or something. But at least it gives me some armor when he Blade Flurries here, because I'm pretty sure he will Blade Flurry. But now he can't play a Sludge Belcher. But he can't play a Sentient. Okay, no Sentience. No healing. Looking pretty good. So let's get the Grommas out. I guess we cannot wait. Let's get this game over with. Okay, pretty good. Going pretty good in this video so far, I would say. Let's play another game and keep the streak alive. Alright. Maybe this game will be a little longer. I think I played 2 games in like 8 minutes so far. Maybe we'll get a Hunter. I would love to see a Hunter. And win, because I think in yesterday's video it was a loss versus the Hunter. A win versus the 2 other people. Oh, a Priest. Well, you're tough. But I did beat 2 out of 2 priests today, so let's see if we can make it free. Definitely keeping that weapon around, but I would love to get some minions as well. Like especially an Amani. Okay, no Amanis, but hey, this is not bad. I certainly think this game will be longer than the previous 2 games. No matter if it's a win or a loss. Would have been nice with that money here though, so I could coin it out, play that turn. Yeah. Okay, so the question is, what do I want to coin out? I think I coin out the Loot Hoarder, simply because it can do more damage, and whatever minion he plays this turn, I can probably kill it with the 5e War Axe, since it's only turn 2 here. Or if he plays his own Loot Hoard or something, I'll probably just play Taskmaster. I would have really preferred that being an Amani though. If that was an Amani and he had nothing here, would have been. Oh no. Well, I think I got to run everything into it, unfortunately, because you just cannot let those survive. It's too dangerous. You just end up drawing a billion cards with them. Like sometimes, like one time I ignored it when I could have killed it with a lot of effort early on. And I think then there was like turn 8 or something, and he had drawn with it like almost every turn, and it was a nightmare. Don't do it. It only leads to regret and misery. Okay, so I have some options here. I can kill that with the weapon and play a Harvest Golem. Or I can kill it with a Taskmaster, but that's not very mana efficient, is it? However, it's very Taskmaster efficient. Keep the weapon around. Don't have any other weapons coming up. But I do have 2 tasks. Okay, you know what? Let's be mana efficient here. Get that out. Also, it's nice to get this one out before he can, before turn 6, because it's just when you sit there on turn 6 and you're like, well, I guess I can play Harvest Golem, and then next turn you take it with the Cabal Shadow Priest. I gotta say, that's pretty frustrating. Oh, wait, I hope I can get an execute here. I really need it. That is not an execute. This is pretty bad. So, again, I gotta kill that. I just cannot let it live. And there's only one way for me to kill it this turn. So, well, I could Taskmaster that and then run into it. Or I can run into it and then I think Taskmastering my Harvest Golem is the better play. Assuming he doesn't have a Pyromancer. So let's do that. Oh no, I should have played the Armor Smith first. Well, that's 2 less armor for me. However, I mean, that was definitely a misplay, but I don't think it's gonna matter, because usually you don't lose to priests because of their burst. But if this was like versus a Sue or something, it would have been a disaster, because then those 2 HP could really make the difference. Yeah. And I even thought about playing this Armor Smith, but I just didn't do it. Before the end, of course. Alright. At least I don't run Shield Slams, so it's not that big of a deal. But let's see here. Alright. Rolling over. Not too surprising. At least that's all his mana. I really wish... Come on, execute. Come on. That is not an execute. Well... that kind of ruins my day. I think a Sludge build should make sense though. It protects my 2-1. Not happy about this situation at all though. But it's not over. Like, I have been in situations like that, and sometimes, like, even though the priests have a bunch of cards, you don't have any of the cards that you actually need, and you just kinda pass and let you play. Hopefully that's what will happen here. I have a feeling he will steal that. Well, at least that's one of them out of the way. Oh, here's the Undertaker. Maybe he has his own Sludge budget. Yeah. Too bad I don't have Black Knight. Whirlwind. Not super great. So how do I do this? I'm not really sure. Like, nothing is really that great here. 2 damage Whirlwind to everything, that would be nonsensical. So... And both of them will die to the little guy. So... How do I do... I'm thinking Argent Commander, but it's not... It's pretty weak. But I think it's probably the best play. even though it's a weak play. The only really good play would have been a Black Knight. So let's just do that, and okay, at least we get the taunt out of the way. But he can easily clear my board now, without even spending any cards, which is kinda sad. I could possibly get a pretty good double damage Whirlwind in next turn, depending on what he plays, like if he plays a lot of 2 HP stuff or 1 HP stuff. Let's see. Not quite what I had in mind. Brawl would actually be good there. So now even if that one dies, I take 5 damage. Not that I care too much about that, I care more about, is there a way I can clear the board? And there is not any way I can clear the board, not even close. So what do I do here? I mean, Sludge Belcher is not very good. Acid Drake is not very good. Like, nothing is really good. Like, not that great. I think I just kind of bide my time here. Play that and hope for some kind of miracle. Like, maybe if I get a second Whirlwind, I could, like, Acid Drake double Whirlwind as kind of like a pseudo Flame Strike. But unfortunately, it would also kill my own Acid Drake, so it wouldn't really be that amazing. But he is running a little low on cards, so say that he floods the board now. It could possibly work, but let's see. Okay. Well, It did not flood. So there's the execute. I could have used you like 4 turns ago. I mean, I still use it now, but so I can do Acid Drake, Whirlwind, and I'll kill those 2. Then I could rule Taskmaster on that, execute on that, and let's see. No, that's 9 mana. So actually, I cannot do that. So I guess there will be no execute. Okay, you know what? I think that's probably the best move. I wonder if I will take 5 damage or get 5 healing. They're dying at the same time, but I think he played that one first. So I probably will take the 5 damage. Which, well, that's a shame. But let's see how it happens. No, I got healed. Okay, because it happens at the same time. So let's kill that. And they'll probably end up executing that next turn. It's a little sad. He can heal that up and kill that and still have it survive. But I just didn't want him to have an Undertake out that he could further buff. Okay. Oh well. Not great. Not great. Despite pretty good stuff, but not really good enough, I don't think. I think I'm actually gonna hit that. Sure, someone is gonna get buff with HP, but I also have to execute. Actually hoping that it'll be that one. Well, I can... Oh, you know what, that's fine. So let's play... Do we play nothing, maybe? Like, he can kill this without losing any units, so I don't think there's any point in me doing that right now. I think I'll just end turn here. Next turn I'll play the Acolyte, get an extra card draw here, try and clean up the board as much as I can. Okay, let's see if he has anything. He did have something. Okay, I can use my Spellbreaker now. Would not be bad at all. That's not a Spellbreaker. Let's play this. And I think I'm gonna hit this and execute the 4/5. Oh. Her. That. Play this and this. Maybe I should have played that before I did the Whirlwind, but it's just like the whole draw before you play cards thing. But I think That would probably have been better, even though then it would have made it weak to Holy Nova, so honestly you could argue either way. He's a little low on cards, but he has a Sylvanas and a Bloodhoof on the board, so even if I get my Spellbreaker, that's rough. Indeed. Well, at least there's no way he can kill Sylvanas easily here. I think I just kind of gotta go for it here. Which, I mean, I'm not really seeing a lot of hope. You know what, actually, let's trade this. I should have done that before I attacked, because I could have gotten something to buff that. Yeah, I'm kind of making a lot of mistakes in this freeze games, but I think the mistakes that I have been making have ended up not really mattering that much. Mind control. Hey, at least he can't play anything else this turn. Okay. Well... Well, there's a Spellbreaker, I suppose that's nice, but... Let's do it on that one. Can't have him stealing my stuff. And then let's just kill it. And now we are out of cards, which is a real problem. Alright. Okay, of course, why not? Steal all of my stuff. Jerk. I'll shoot catapult at you. I don't yeah, well, let's see what we get here. Death's Bite. I mean, that's kinda nice. And if he was at lower HP, like, there even would be a chance here, because I could draw into Grommash now, but he's just too high on life. I needed more damage in early on, and I didn't get it, so... He's gonna clean up the board, and... But, let's see. Let's see. I've seen stranger things happen, and hey, that's the good old... He could DC. Well, what are you gonna do? Well, at least I appreciate the fact that he's healing his minions rather than himself, which does give me some kind of tiny amount of hope that I could somehow draw into exactly what I would need to kill him. But, let's see. He doesn't quite have lethal on board, but it's not far off. Let's shoot him again. There we go. Somehow that always seems to happen with Loatheb against Beasts. It always gets Shadow Word Death, which, you know what, is not a bad result considering it's 8 mana for 5 mana, but it just always seems to happen. I guess it's also because I don't really have many minions in the deck that have 5 attack or more, so it's pretty much bound to happen. Okay, well, it's still a 2-for-1, even though this last game was a little disappointing. But thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.